Did you know baseball?
What's up, Show Nation? This is Chris Singleton, and welcome to the show.
Welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Pittsburgh Pirates taking on the Baltimore Orioles. First pitch coming your way next. So just about set now. And on the hill here today, Jacob Webb.
He's a guy that's going to come right after hitters. I mean, he's not trying to fool them. He's going to pitch the contacts, not worry about it. He trusts his defense behind him, and he's not going to mess around with a whole bunch of different offerings. Only 3 pitches in the repertoire, so he knows he'll have to work in all 3 effectively and probably pitch backwards sometimes just to make sure this lineup isn't picking up on too many patterns.
Ready to go? Stepping in, Cruz. And here it comes. Drilled in the air, right field, way back there, and that is out of here. He'll circle the bases, and they jump out front. It's 1-0. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Oh, so much for settling into this game, Boog. No courtesy first pitch take right there. He was ready from the second he stepped into the box, got a pitch to hit, jumped all over it. I tell you what, that'll fire up the guys in your dugout.
Brian Reynolds here. And that one fouled off. The 0-1. Line to right, and that'll be a base hit.
Every now and then you'll see a right fielder try to throw off that runner at first. The hitter, he takes offense to it.
Well, nobody ever tried to throw you out at first.
Just the second baseman every time I'd roll over on the ground.
And now it's Andrew McCutchen. And first offering is fouled off.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
And a pitch. Out towards right center field. Santander drifts towards it. He's there. He's got it. 1 away. And they put the tag on him for the out.
Well, we assume it, but not all double plays are 6-4 threes or something like that. Right there, it's just sort of a combination of good defense and poor base running, and probably more of the latter. That's a big turn of events in this inning, though.
So up next, Jack Sawinski. That's in there. Strike 1. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Makes the turn and heads for second. Sawinski caught in a rundown now. Tries to get back, but he can't. The throw hangs him out to dry, and the inning is over. 1 in the inning for the Pirates on this solo homer. And the home team down a run. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Welcome back. And on the hill, Mitch Keller. What do you look for here?
Well, he's got great stuff, but what makes this stuff even better is his delivery. Hides the ball for a very long time, high leg kick, and by the time the hitter sees it, it's right on top of him.
Bottom of the first, here's a speed threat, Gunnar Henderson. The pitch. Foul ball there. And the 0-1. On the ground. And that's a base hit. He puts it in his pocket, safe at first without a play. Safe at second with nobody out, and he represents the tying run.
Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Here's Adley Rutschman, known for his rocket arm behind the plate. And he hits a ground ball right side. Sends it to first. 1 gone, bottom half of the first. Anthony Santander at the plate.
The right fielder, Anthony Santander.
Ball one, no strikes. On the ground to first. Safe. He beats the tag. It's 1-1. One gone, runner at first. Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit. He's someone that really beats up on right-handed pitching. The lefties, however, dives, but it kicks off his glove. Safe at first as they can't make the play. Cedric Mullins, the next to hit for the Orioles. Grounder might be two. Tosses to the pitcher, covering the bag. Out on the toss to the pitcher. Runners advance to second and third.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Here's Ryan. And Mountcastle. And that one fouled off.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
That's in there. And the count is 0-2.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
0-2 now. And that one is lifted in the air. Makes the grab, and that'll do it. Two men left stranded, but they do push across one. We move to the second in Toronto. All tied 1-1. Back here at the ballpark, new inning getting started. Now batting Ke'Bryan Hayes.
Ke'Bryan Hayes.
And a pitch. Swing, and he breaks his bat. One up, one down. Connor Joe, the next Pirate to hit. And there's the strike. Webb, a guy that comes at you with one of the biggest curveballs around. It's got a ton of movement. On the ground, right side. Over to first. And a couple of quick outs.
And what makes it so good is the tilt and the late break to it. Kind of reminds me of Andy Pettitte as far as how sharp that breaking ball is.
At the plate for Pittsburgh, Henry Davis. And first offering is fouled off.
Boog, I think sometimes it's best to go up there and actually look for the breaking ball, because if you're trying to hit the fastball and adjust to that breaking ball, which you know he wants to put you away with, you're just going to swing and miss.
Up the middle, Frazier tosses to first, and that is that. Down in order go the Pirates. Score remains tied 1-1. Back now in Toronto, and now it's Austin Hayes.
No left fielder. Austin Hayes.
Keller back to work. And the pitch is outside, ball one. That one missed.
He doubled up on the off speed there. We talk about the power fastball, but he's working a little differently here.
And he steps off. The pitch. That's out to center field. Sawinski moving under it. Brings it in. And there's one down.
Batting it, the second baseman, Adam.
Here's Adam Frazier. In the air out towards right center. Davis under it. And there's two away.
Batting ninth, the third baseman,
Jordan Westburg, the next to hit for the Orioles. Looks like he wants the signs again. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Fires to first on the run. That ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Back here at Rogers Center, and here's the rookie catcher, Andy Rodriguez. The wind of the pitch. Popped in the air, left field. And puts the squeeze on that. And there's one down. G1 Bay, the next Pirate to hit. Webb, in his third season, 29 years old. They got him off of waivers earlier this season. Here comes the 0-1. This one lifted in the air, left field. Hayes puts it away for the out. 2 away. Back to the top of the lineup. Here's O'Neill Cruz. The solo homer his first time. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Dives, but it falls. And now it looks like extra bases. Cruz around second, on his way to third. The tag, and that's out number 3, inning over. After 2.5, it remains a 1-1 ball game. Bottom of the inning, and into the box for Baltimore, Gunnar Henderson. Henderson, just 21 years old, and he was a second-round pick back in 2019. And a pitch. 0-1. Swung on, belted. Sawinski going back some more, and brings it in at the wall.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
And next for the Orioles, Adley Rutschman. Adley Rutschman is one of 7 catchers to be taken with the first overall pick in the draft. The first, Steve Chilcott, 1966. He never made the majors, and worth noting, the number 2 overall pick in that draft, Reggie Jackson.
Up next for the Orioles, the right fielder,
Anthony Santander, the next to hit for the Orioles. 0 for 1, he hit into a fielder's choice his first time. Hit on the ground to the right side. Knocks it down, but they get the out at first, and that'll do it for the inning. 1, 2, 3, go the Orioles. Still tied, 1-1. Start of the 4th, at the plate for Pittsburgh, Brian Reynolds. The pitch. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. Foul ball.
Well, pretty clear to me. He's trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Swing and a ball lifted left field, and that one gets down, fair ball. The throw in. Reynolds rounds second, heads for third. And they tag him out. Here's Andrew McCutchen to hit. He's 0 for 1. On the ground, right side. Whips it to first. And there are 2 outs.
Now back, the center fielder, Jack Sawinski.
Next to hit, Jack Sawinski. Swing and a miss, and that is strike 1.
These guys have come out ready to swing the bats early in the count and swing it often. If you want to score some runs, have an offensive explosion, that can be a route to doing it.
And that's a 2-out double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there was just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it.
Up next for the Pirates, Ke'Bryan Hayes. He popped out his first time. Oh for 1 so far.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really...
Sawinski caught up now trying to get to third. Well, caught a run down there, and he's tagged out to end the inning. Onto the bottom 4, and here's the first baseman, Ryan O'Hearn.
The first baseman,
And he deals. Up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Got a change up and a pretty good one too. Outside corner, but he just got extended and put the barrel on it. Showed he has a lot of plate coverage on that swing right there.
Cedric Mullins, the next to hit for the Orioles. Double play ball to second. Tosses to first, and they get Mullins for the out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
So now the DH spot, Ryan Mountcastle. On the ground to third. To second, and that's not it. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. Here's the left fielder, Austin Hayes. Hit it well, but flied out to the deepest part of the outfield his first time. Roll to short, could be 2. And it gets by him. The run comes in to score from second. It's 2-1. And he's out on the tag. So next to hit for Baltimore, Adam Frazier. 0 for 1 with a flyout. Up the middle, stops it on a slide, throw to first, and that's the 3rd out. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We played 4. It's the Orioles 2 and the Pirates 1. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the third baseman, Ke'Bryan Hayes. Webb back to work. Bounce to the right side. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. No outs. Runner at first. And now the first baseman, Connor Joe. Out to center. Mullins settles under it. Squeezes it. And there's one down. Around second is Hayes. Heading for the plate. Oh, caught up in a rundown now. Applies the tag, and they get 2. Double play. Henry Davis. The next Pirate to hit. Out towards right center field. Can't get there, base hit. Not stopping, he's going for 3. And he's got himself a triple.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Man, that feels so good to shoot an absolute bolt the opposite way. Split the gap and know that you've got extra bases right off the bat. That's the kind of thing hitters dream about when they're falling asleep at night. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
And now here is Andy Rodriguez. Bounced out to short. Can't glove it cleanly. Now they've got him in a rundown. And they put the tag on him. That's the 3rd out, inning over. 1 run on 2 hits, an error, and nobody left on. Home half of the. Welcome back. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And into the box for Baltimore, Jordan Westburg. The line to kick the pitch. This one popped up. Makes the grab on the run. And a quick out, number 1.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Gunnar.
Now it's the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson. A little roller up along first. He takes it on his own. 2 up, 2 down.
The catcher, number 35, Adley.
Now the Orioles catcher, Adley Rutschman. This guy, one of the best defensive catchers going. You talk about framing, the ability to block, catch, and throw. He is at the top of the game. Bounce to the right. Bay fires over to first. Rutschman retired. And the Orioles set down in order. Orioles held in check there. And this game is still tied at. And welcome back. Top of the 6th inning. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Ji-hwan Bae. Here comes a pitch. Lays down a bunt to the right side. O'Hearn. And they put the tag on him for the out. So the batting order turns over. Now here is O'Neal Cruz. He's already homered here in this one. Cruz goes 6 feet 7 inches, 215 pounds, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. There's a swing and a drive. That's back. And that one is off the wall. Tries to get back and save.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Just about got it out of here down the line to left. So I'm sure he wishes he could have put a little more behind it, but he's got to feel good about that missile off the wall. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Brian Reynolds. Now a pitch out to defend against the squeeze, but nothing going on. Cruz takes his lead at third with 1 away. Snap throw and a pitch out, but nothing going on. Tries to get back and save. 2-0. Bounced up the middle and a base hit. Runner from third in to score. It's 3-2.
Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Andrew McCutchen, the next Pirate to hit. On the ground left side, 6, 4, 3, but he beats it. Good hustle, and the inning continues. Now it's going to be Jack Sawinski. Left field, way back there. That's back. Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down. They're waving McCutchen home. He'll score easily, and they lead by 2. Sawinski trying to wiggle out of a rundown now. Puts the tag on him, and that's the inning. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. Heart of the order, 3, 4, 5 coming up. It's the Pirates 4 and the Orioles 2. Back here at the ballpark, now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Anthony Santander. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Sawinski puts it away, and there's 1 away.
Now back, the first baseman,
Ryan O'Hearn will hit next. O'Hearn, in his 5th season, 29 years old, and they traded for him earlier this year. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
Well, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Tapped softly on the ground. He steps on the bag, and a couple of quick outs.
Deceptive slider right there. Stayed in the tunnel a long time. Got that hitter out front, rolled over it, put it on the ground.
And next for the Orioles, Cedric Mullins. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
Ground ball up the middle, into the outfield, base hit.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
Now it's the DH, Ryan Mountcastle. Singing Ryan Mountcastle, a former first-round pick by the Orioles in 2015. Here's the thing that gets me, though. He owns his own karaoke machine. And can I tell you, I've never done karaoke in my life.
You got to try.
Well, we'll hold that thought as that's the third out, and we'll end the inning. And the Orioles leave one. Still down by a count of 4-2. Top of inning number 7 at the plate for Pittsburgh, Ke'Bryan Hayes. Webb back to work. Good eye right there.
You know, these Pirates, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. It's been a real team effort. Already 7 extra base hits, so that goes to show they're getting contributions from top to bottom. Nobody's doing that by themselves.
Corner infielders up on the grass expecting a bunt. Lifted in the air, right field. Santander makes the grab, and there's one down.
It's a little drop and drive on that swing. Backside collapsing just a little bit, trying to put the ball in the air.
Connor Joe, the next Pirate to hit. Out towards left center. Hayes ranging after it. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down. And now the right fielder, Henry Davis. 1 for 2. Pitching coach making his way to the mound, all quiet in the pen. So I guess he just wants to settle him down a little bit out there. He caught it behind his back. The throw, and that's a nice play to end the inning. What a play to end the inning. There's no way he saw that into the glove.
No, you're absolutely right. All he knew was the grounder was somewhere behind him. Just threw his glove out there, and it stuck. That was pretty cool.
Back here at Rogers Center, now the left fielder, Austin Hayes.
The left fielder, Austin Hayes.
And a pitch. Out to short, Cruz. Sends it across to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, second baseman, Adam.
So next to hit for Baltimore, Adam Frazier. Ground ball right side. And it's through for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Jordan Westburg, the next to hit for the Orioles. Steps off, checks the runner at first.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
In the dirt, it gets to the backstop.
Can't imagine he's too happy with that one on the mound. Just one pitch after giving up the single, he basically turns it into a double.
Frazier over at second, one down. Fought off foul. Bunting, and it's in the air. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. 2 down. Well, he gave the bunt a shot there, but not able to execute.
Yeah, I think he rushed it a little bit, and when guys rush, it can be a pop-up or it can be bunted right back at a position player.
Swing and a miss, and he waves at that one.
Pretty amazing, his first pitch strike percentage, over 90%. You know you're getting something in the zone first pitch. So if you're a hitter, you got to be ready to let it fly, even though he's had a lot of success on that first pitch of the at-bat.
Just a slow ground ball this time. Uh-oh, throw goes to second.
Well, just a classic case of finding a hole with that one. He didn't have to hit it real hard in that direction. Just a little roller to the pull side, definitely out in front of the pitch away, but it wasn't one the defense could make a play on. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And time is called for a mound visit now. Big moment in this game, so they'll talk it over. And time called at the plate. Maybe trying to slow things down here in a crucial spot. In the air, left field. Reynolds gets under it. Drops into the glove. And that will end the inning. Orioles strand a couple. They trail it here. We go to the 8th. Here's the Pirates catcher now, Endy Rodriguez. The wind of the pitch. In the air, out towards left center. That one hops against the fence. Around second now, going for 3. Rodriguez hung up in a rundown now. The tag, and he's out. Ji-Hwan Bae, the next Pirate to hit. Tap back to the mound. Henderson to first. Quick recovery from the misplay. Pays off for the out. And now the Pirates leadoff man, O'Neal Cruz. Bounce back to the mound. And it gets by him. Around first, heading for 2. They're still chasing it as he rounds second. Flying around third is Cruz. He'll score, and they're up by 3.
Well, they call it one of the most exciting plays in baseball for a reason, Boog. Always fun to see an inside the Parker. And, man, he was flying out of the box. And I think that by the time he was getting to second, he had it in his mind to go all the way. That's just great hustle from start to finish.
Two outs, base is empty. Up next for the Pirates, Brian Reynolds. Into center and a base hit. Now he'll turn for second. Not stopping, he's going for 3. And they tag him out. So they get 1 run on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors, no one left. Last half of the Welcome back. Bottom of the 8th. And into the box for Baltimore, Anthony Santander. The pitch. That one is absolutely belted. That's back. And out of here. That one felt good, and they close the gap. It's 5-3.
Just relentless. This team will not quit. Oh, that one got in the jet stream on a line drive. We saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden they're back in this ball game.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Ryan O'Hearn. Ground ball right side. One away. That ground ball may have him back on track after the homer.
The center fielder,
Cedric Mullins, the next to hit for the Orioles. 1 for 3. This one in the air, center field. It falls in, and that's a hit. Man at first with one gone. Ryan. Mountcastle, the next to hit for the Orioles. On the ground to the left. Into the outfield, base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, 1 out.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Didn't make quality contact on the ground ball to the pull side, but sometimes it's just a matter of finding a hole in the defense.
Two on, 1 out. Austin Hayes, the next to hit for the Orioles. Double play ball to second. Bay. Over to Cruz. There's one. Over to first. Safe.
Well, that's great hustle out of the box to get down the line, knowing that a double play will end the inning. Good job at the finish, reaching out for the bag. Now they got runners on the corners and still an opportunity to pick up some runs.
So a change being made at first base. On to run for Baltimore, Aaron Hicks.
Number 34, Aaron Hicks.
Substitution being made at first. Entering as the pinch runner, James McCann. Now it's the second baseman, Adam Frazier. And he grounds one to the right side. They get the force. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. But not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. It's now 5-3. Major League Baseball is on the show. So coming into the game now on defense, Cionel Perez. And man, they're asking a lot of him to play completely out of position.
Cionel
To the plate now for Pittsburgh is the DH, Andrew McCutchen.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
Dives, but it falls. And now it looks like extra bases. McCutchen rounds second, heads for third.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets into scoring position. Now, there are several ways that they can get this run across.
Jack Sawinski, the next Pirate to hit. In the dirt. Play at the plate, and they cut him down. One down, base is empty. Swing and a little roller right side. On the run, throw to first. That's out number 2. So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Ke'Bryan Hayes. This to third. On to O'Hearn. And that is that. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one. Back now in Toronto. Bottom 9. Now the third baseman, Jordan Westburg. The pitch. Hard ground ball, base knock. Singy, that's a start.
Yeah, as soon as that ball got through, I could see down in the dugout, guys pumping their fists. They know that they got a chance in this ball game.
Gunnar Henderson, the next to hit for the Orioles. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. He swings and fouls one off. Left-hand hitter waits. Popped up. And a foul ball. Westburg gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Trying to move him over here. Here's the catcher, Adley Rutschman. Up the middle, lays out. Oh, it's off his glove. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. So digging in, Anthony Santander. He's already homered in this game. On the ground left side, 6. Over to Joe. And they're down to their last out.
Up next for the Orioles, the first baseman.
Orioles down to their final out. Here's the Oriole cleanup hitter, Ryan O'Hearn. Oh, and this one's blasted. High and deep. It's on its way. Out of here. Ball game. A 3-run shot, and the Orioles get a walk-off win, 6-5.
Hitting a walk-off homer is the kind of thing you dream about growing up. You're in the backyard, you're creating the most pressure-packed scenario, and what do? You come through with the big swing. Well, he was living a childhood moment right there. Nice swing of the bat, nice win for the team.
6-5 the final here today as the Orioles win this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.